What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. We really need to talk about the latest drop from Macy's Things That Matter clothing line website, okay? So, as you guys have seen on the season of Teen Mom OG, her baby daddy, her ex-fiance, her ex-boyfriend, Ryan Edwards, and his wife, Mackenzie Standifer, have been calling her a petty bitch, throughout the season. And so she decided that she was going to capitalize off of that by releasing a shirt called #PettyBitch on her website. But the problem is that she did not just stop there, you guys. She actually continued on to add two other shirts. And these two other shirts to me are when she kind of crossed over the line from funny, great, capitalizing, blah, 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 to just plain weird and exploitational. So the first other shirt she's got is #Team Taylor, meaning, team her husband, Taylor McKinney. And this is where my skin starts crawling. #Team Bentley, her son, who's caught in the middle of a real life, traumatic, devastating, earth shattering, especially for a 12-year-old, family crisis, a family breakdown. What? This is real life, Maci. On what planet was it a good idea to include the Team Taylor and Team Bentley shirts in regards to your child's real life? His relationship with his father is literally non-existent, and it is traumatic for him to the point where he is seeking therapy to cope with it. What? And you know that he doesn't even want to speak with his father without a therapist present. And this stuff is really devastating to him in his life. It's affecting his confidence, his everything. And not only that, but his grandparents, who are a second set of parents to not only him, but to you as well, Maci, are now pretty much estranged from you guys, and his dad is calling his mom derogatory names on television. What part of this is quirky and fun to the point where we need to get, quote unquote, cute about it by putting Team Taylor and Team Bentley shirts for sale on the internet? This is just another excuse for Maci to exploit the hell out of her child. Who's getting the money for the Team Bentley shirts? Is Bentley getting 100% of the money? Did Bentley approve of, even if Bentley said it was okay, kind of like the therapist phone call that Maci asked if it was okay, or the Mimi Jen phone call or whatever it was, he's 12 years old. He doesn't know any better. He doesn't know the real, reach of these things that you were doing with his name and with his image. I, first of all, doubt that Bentley is getting 100% of the proceeds for his name being used for this. In fact, I think it's just going to Maci and Taylor's car fund, their dirt bike fund, their beer fund, whatever it is that they spend their money on, tattoo fund, whatever. And Bentley's just getting a regular child allowance, even though it's him who is keeping his parents afloat. This is just so crazy to me. It's if devastating, traumatic things in people's lives are so funny to you, Maci, in your family's lives, then why don't you make a shirt about how, joking about how you survived a shootout, I survived a shootout, you're gonna have to try harder than that, Ryan, or something like that. You know what? Since it's so funny. It's not. It's absolutely is not. So I really don't understand where she was going with this Team Taylor and Team Bentley shirt. These dumb ass parents on Teen Mom OG and Teen Mom 2 make it so freaking easy for their children to be bullied, you guys. I am telling you, how freaking easy would it be for someone who bullies Bentley at school to just pop up with a Team Bentley t-shirt, very ironically, right? Or what about people copying the design here and having a Team Ryan shirt to really taunt him? It can happen, and even if people aren't trying to bully him, what if he's just minding his own business, going out in public, and some weirdo adult has a #Team Bentley shirt? How weird would that be for him? Who are you? What? What? I'm 12 years old, 13 years old. Why are you so invested in this random child's life to the point where you want a Team Bentley shirt and you don't even know him? It is weird that she is selling this. Absolutely bizarre. I really don't understand, her line of thinking with this. And, again, Actually, technically, I do. I believe that it is just yet another opportunity to make a quick buck off of Bentley without thinking about how it actually affects him in the short term and in the long term as well. Listen, you guys, just because Maci is a better parent than Ryan does not mean that she's this great parent that like you guys like to, think that she is. I've always said, like, I don't think that there's such thing as a good parent on Teen Mom OG or Teen Mom 2, because at the very base of it, what they're doing is using their children to make money, and not just, their children's like regular happy whatever life, but like their children's pain and misfortune to make money. And to me, that is not what I would personally consider to be a good parent. And like, I don't know. I think at this point, she's starting to believe her own hype. She's starting to think, oh, like they hate Ryan or whatever. They realize that he's a bad parent. So that automatically means that I can do no wrong and, blah, blah, blah. And then you get these things when they get so emboldened by their popularity. I don't know who told them that this was a good idea, but to echo Dr. Drew, they are not putting Bentley first when they do crap like this. This is real life family drama that can alter Bentley's life, like his entire life at this point for the worse. Like he's losing what? His dad. I almost want to say stepmom, but Mackenzie was never a real stepmom to him, as far as I'm aware. She always seemed to have it out for him. But so for decoration, I guess we'll just say his dad and his stepmom, and then he's also losing his grandparents. Like all of this is very sad. And I'm sure watching the drama play out on the show as well was quite embarrassing for him. That was embarrassing enough, you would imagine. And so like to take things a step further and further profit from this child's pain by releasing t-shirts, keying about it all. I don't know, you guys. It's not surprising, though. I'm going to say it's not surprising. Maci has been making a buck off of Bentley for ages, you guys. And that includes on Instagram. Remember, she's got an Instagram account for him that she publishes clickbait on, like a lot of clickbait in regards to his own father, actually, And so that has always been something that, like the public has been like, sis, what are you doing over there? And she kept on doing it. She's still to this day makes clickbait money off of Bentley's Instagram account. But we don't even know, like, is Bentley getting 100% of this money? I don't think so. And I don't think so from the shirt either. I believe she's also got like a YouTube channel in his name. Is he getting that money? I don't think so. And then remember, she talks about a lot of really personal things to Bentley on the show, like outside of his dynamics with his father and his grandparents and everything like that. She also has like, talked about him like hitting puberty and like, getting dumped by like his girlfriend and stuff. Like a lot of like deeply personal things for this child have been exploited for Maci and Taylor and the rest of the family to continue to live the lifestyle that they have grown accustomed to living off of Bentley's back. And I don't know, when you get away with it for so long, how do you know where to draw the line? Maybe it's not like a Maci fault. Maybe it's our fault for consuming, teen mom content, for so many years, over a decade at this point. It just seems to be limitless what these women are willing to do and exploit in regards to their children to make a quick buck. And I don't think there's enough question being asked about where this money is going. If you're going to have a shirt with this child's name on it, the proceeds better go to this freaking child. Not a portion of the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, in my opinion, or donate it to a charity or something like that. It would have been a lot better of a look than just straight up, trying to make money off of a 12-year-old's like deteriorating relationship with his entire family. I would have liked it if she just did the petty bitch thing, maybe keep the money from there. Why not? Stick it to Ryan and Mackenzie, or donate, a portion of the proceeds to a rehab or something like that. That really would have been a nice, swift kick in the teeth to Ryan there. But, you guys, I don't know. You give some people an inch, they go ahead and take themselves a full-blown mile in the name of things that matter. And speaking of things that matter, like in the context of all of this stuff, I feel like it's very contradictory to their messaging. Their messaging is all about, with their brand, things that matter, focusing on the things that like matter to you, like in a positive direction in your life. And what part of this toxic relationship with, an absentee father, a drug addicted father, manipulative grandparents, is something that matters. You know what I mean? Like, I always thought that things that matter was kind of like letting certain things roll off your back and focusing on the good. So, people calling you a petty bitch, I personally thought that was something that didn't matter, that you were supposed to turn your attention on something else that mattered to you. But I digress. I don't know anymore at this point, you guys. I do just have to say that I am infinitely disappointed to see Bentley continue to be exploited and wrapped up in this sort of bullcrap, you guys. I am just so sad for this child. And that some hardcore viewers of this show have bought them up some Team Bentley shirts and are going to go out there, wear them in public, and maybe even run into this poor child. And he's going to be like, who the hell are you? And I would not be surprised as well to hear about, maybe some people who might be bullying him at school, if he has people bullying him at school. I'm not saying that he does, but listen, he's in school. I feel like we all go through that, right? I wouldn't be surprised to see them, buy some stuff like this just to taunt him with it, or potentially even make themselves a hashtag Team Ryan one, in a similar format, and just wear that to really taunt him as well. I think that this was very poor taste of Maci, and I would hope that she would kind of reconsider selling these things. Maybe pull the hashtag Team Taylor and hashtag Team Bentley one, and just keep the hashtag petty bitch, because at the end of the day, that is all about her. You know what I mean? And I think she should kind of keep it that way and stop going out of her freaking way to exploit her child. It's time for Maci. Maci says that she's got all these other businesses that she runs and stuff. It's time to start building those up a little bit better so that you can, give your child a childhood. Since he's been born, he's on television. So he literally has 5 years left to be a child before he's 18. And in my opinion, it doesn't look like she's going to have him pulled off the show before then. So it's like all this time that he can never get back, you are taking it from him. You would think that would be enough for her, you guys. Honestly, I don't know. It's so sad. What do you think about Maci selling hashtag Team Taylor and hashtag Team Bentley shirts? Do you think she's gone too far, or just far enough? Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.